the thing about trusting ourselves is remembering that if you were in a relationship or an environment or a situation and there were people there who were abusive, coercive, and things like that, you probably find your confidence has been eroded away. It's how do we get our sense of confidence back, trusting our intuition, our sense of self-worth, having a healthy level of self-doubt, because without it, I suppose we're just arrogant, but having a healthy level of self-doubt rather than constantly second-guessing ourselves and assuming the worst about ourselves. Now, there are different ways of doing this, and in order to learn to trust ourselves, it could well be, like a lot of things, it could be a slow process, but it could be a worthwhile one. First thing I would say is you recognize the impact that that had on you. Not necessarily all the bad things that happened to me and how miserable and sad and in pain I am, but recognize the impact to the point where you are maybe second guessing yourselves. You're questioning your own sense of worth. You're scanning the room, looking for disapproval and things like that. You recognize maybe you're finding it harder to stand up for yourself. So you have to look at the ways this has impacted you. Be honest with yourself. When you're doing that, what you're doing is you're starting to build on your awareness again. Rebuilding, if you want to call it, your self-awareness. There are different ways of doing that. I've talked about it before, but journaling can help, mood diaries, things like that. Looking at things like our past decisions. Focus on what we learned from them. Not necessarily always what went well and what went badly, because we do learn from both. But we have to look at what we learned from past decisions. You may have been in a situation with someone where what you did was with the best of intentions, but it never worked. So you have to recognize your reasons behind that, about how you wanted it to work, how you tried. There was nothing about you. You weren't wrong, you weren't dumb, you weren't stupid, you weren't any of those things. It may have come from a good place. What you might have found where there was a lot of gaslighting, your own sense of reality, your own sense of yourself was eroded as well. Recognizing that that wasn't true. It's looking at challenging that narrative about you. Challenging that narrative. Another aspect of that I'm just thinking is reminding yourself that being manipulated, being lied to is not a reflection on you as a person. It's a reflection on them, okay? I always say there's no shame in having been on the wrong end of a toxic person. It's not a reflection on your intelligence either. What you can do as well is, in order to start trusting yourself, is you start to live in defiance. You start to take little small risks, little small things, little small steps. You do things in your own best interest. You do things and you learn from what works as much as what doesn't work. You give yourself permission to change your mind. You might want to try something new, learn a new skill, whatever it is. You start setting little small goals. You practice things like self-compassion. Self-compassion rather than harsh self-criticism. Yeah, that inner critic that we have, if you will, what that really is, are all the negative feedback that we might have got in that situation. Each and every time we go to do something, it's, yeah, but this isn't going to work, or I'm being selfish for this, or whatever. We need to learn to challenge that. And you focus on the growth. A lot of the time we focus on things that have went wrong, and we're judging ourselves harshly, we're criticizing ourselves, we're focusing on our pain, but what we don't do is we don't focus on the little small victories. We don't focus on the things that maybe we've started to improve at. So we start to look at those little things as well. And if we make a mistake, if we get it wrong, again, we can still trust ourselves. We can be a bit more resilient than we're giving ourselves credit for. You might have been in that situation, that environment, wherever, so it doesn't matter what you did. You could have succeeded at something and there was something wrong with it. You know, it would have been undermined, it would have been devalued. Something went wrong for you, you failed at something, whatever, and that would have been used to beat you over the head or something about how stupid and useless you are and you shouldn't try things like that. Either way, you were going to be criticized. You undo that by, as I say, living in defiance and taking those little steps. Give yourself permission to get something wrong, but also give yourself permission to get it right. Give yourself a pat in the back once in a while. Get involved with other people. Form new healthy relationships with people who will celebrate your success. You celebrate their success as well. Notice how these things can be reciprocated.